What is the difference between manifestation, prayer, and law of attraction? Most people have heard the terms, but they really don't seem to understand it very well. If they understood it and understood how it works, why hasn't it worked more often? You see, prayer and manifestation and law of attraction is kind of like cousins, or maybe brother and sister, because they are pretty close. And there is a difference also in where they live, because they live in different houses. The church does prayer. They do not get involved with law of attraction or manifestation or anything like that. They often will tell you, oh yeah, that's Satan's work. A lot of people now, of course, they're waking up in hordes, so they see that for what it is, that it's not so. But there is a science behind prayer and manifestation and law of attraction. And that is what a lot of people do not understand. And if we follow the science, our efforts will be a lot better. So why is there so much confusion and division around these concepts? Well, that's how they keep control of you and make money. Don't blame them for that, because people running societies have done that for about 9,000 years of recorded history. That's how we do it here on Earth. It is you. It's you that allows them to do it. Yeah, I know. It's changing a little bit now. People are waking up more. And they're waking up in hordes. So you're going to see a lot more changes in the future. And another reason there is so much confusion is that hardly anybody is teaching us how to do it. Did you know there's a special language, one not of words, that we should use when we try to communicate with the spiritual world or the unified field? Yeah. The ancients, they knew this. And they knew how to create rain, heal people by putting their hands on them, or even at a distance by visualizing and thinking about them. And they did a lot more than that. The Buddhists, they knew this special language and how to create out of seemingly nothing. And they've done that for thousands of years. Even Moses, some 3,250 years ago, according to rabbinical Judaism, he taught his people how to pray and get results every time, as he states in his writings. There are 12 books credited to Moses. I have 10 of them sitting on the shelf. I think it is in the 6th book of Moses, where he teaches how to pray. He has some simple steps. Let me tell you about those steps. And here they are. Number 1, do not flaunt your prayers among people who mock you. Well, that makes sense. 2 reasons for that. First of all, it discourages you from doing it after you hear their comments. And the energy of their thoughts get in the middle of your thoughts and dilute the power of what you are trying to do. Then number 2, Moses said, go in your chamber, be alone. He said, in your chamber meant go within. That could be meditation, that could be quiet contemplation, that could be prayer, whatever you prefer to call it. Third thing, know what you want. If you don't know what you want, other people will create for you. And how can the universal consciousness or the quantum field or God, if you like, how can they help you if you don't even know what you want? And then number 4, Moses talked about. And he said, know it in your heart. And remember back then, the word heart and mind was the same word. Number 5, speak it aloud. There is energy and power in the mental images created around the spoken word. Words alone are basically worthless, but the images and the feeling, the emotion and the love that you add to the words by projecting the words and the images, that has power in it. And then number 6, he says, no, it is yours. Don't waffle. Consider it done. It's kind of like ordering on the internet. You know what you want. You go to this website where they have that product. You go ahead and find the order form. Put your credit card in. You send the order. You don't sit there and wonder, is it going to happen? No, you consider it done. Same thing here. And then the last one, number 7, he says, leave it to God. That means let go. And then show gratitude and give thanks before you even get it. Because where the requests go out of the physical, time and space does not exist as it does here. The past, present, and future is just sitting there in the quantum field, accessible to you in the now. Quantum mechanics back me up on this one. If you have created a mental image of it and thought of it, you have given whatever you thought of a low form of life, and you place that into the quantum field. And there it is for you to go and attach it and bring it home. It is there for you. And there's a method for this. Stay with me here and I'll explain. One of the reasons there is so much confusion around this subject is that the present day explanations on how to pray and do these things have errors in them, mistranslations from the original writings. The Bible tells you what to say in your prayers. That's just words. That's not enough. Word is not the kind of language the unified feel and God understands. It is the mental images, the feeling, the intention, the gratitude for already having it, feeling of love for it. That is the language of the field and the God. And that is understood on that side. We have proven that this works in the mastermind group that Norilov and I have put together. In fact, we prove it all the time. The last good one is about a week old now, a lady with over 30 years of bad back pain. Had no more back pain after we did a healing session. We used these principles and it took care of the cause of the problem. Now, let me get back to the mistranslations. In the present religious writings that was, is different from the original text. You may have to go to the Nag Hammadi library text to verify this for yourself. And there are translations to it, so it doesn't matter what language you speak, you can find it. Here's an example of mistranslations in the Bible. The Gospel of Thomas teaches how to pray. It was on the table, was reviewed, and entered into the original draft of the Bible in 325 in Constantinople, Turkey, in Nicaea. That was when it was later presented to the Emperor Constantine, which ordered this religion to be created. He threw it out. Maybe he thought, well, maybe people were given too much power if they knew how to create for themselves. Why in the world would I be saying that? Well, because Emperor Constantine changed the original draft of the Bible from the spiritual text document it was intended to a political document. And you may not recognize it as such at the first writing, but it is all about control. Think of the 10 Commandments. Actually, there was more than that when Moses came down from the mountain. There was 21. But he ordered 223 people of the most learned people at that time to go to Nicaea and told them, go to Nicaea and create a religion that will unify my empire, and do not emerge before you have done so. He looked at the Jews. They were so unified. They never argued and fought among themselves. He wanted that for his empire. So the Gospel of Thomas was altered in the translation. By accident or by intent, we don't really know. And then in John 16:23, prayer is kind of limpishly explained. It appears it refers back to the Gospel of Thomas without actually saying so. In John 16:23, it says, whatever you ask my Father in my name, he will give it to you. Ask and you shall receive, and your joy may be full. Okay, now, the original text in Aramaic was different in the Nag Hammadi Gospel of Thomas. The original text says, all things you ask straightly, directly from inside my name, you will be given. Ask without hidden motive and be surrounded by your answer. Be enveloped by what you desire, that your gladness be full. Okay. Be surrounded by your answer. Be enveloped by what you desire. That is key. And that was taken out. The Buddhist teachings, they speak of this. And you will also read about it in the Veda. Greg Braden speaks excellent on this subject. Go to Greg Braden's YouTube channel and start studying him. It will serve you well. The visualized emotional, loving feeling of already having what you want is most important. Be in it. Be with it. Do it. Have it around you. See other people enjoying it with you. This is the language of the unified field, or God, if you like. You can communicate and you can be understood using that language. Think of it. If you went to Bulgaria and started talking to people in English, you might find a few people who know English and you could be understood. But if they didn't understand English, it doesn't matter how many ice cream cones you ordered, you're not going to get one. If you understand this, here is the good relationships, the healing, the new car, the new house, peace of mind, anything you would want right here within this concept. It is yours for the taking. But religions do not teach it. If you want to have a look at these kinds of results in healing, manifestation, and law of attraction, come and check it out at our Mastermind Connection group and be part of something incredible. We meet on Sundays at 2:00 p.m. East Coast time, and our sessions are free. Send us an email and ask for information. Send that email to themastermindconnection@gmail.com. themastermindconnection@gmail.com. You see, it is your life. You're living it. It is your responsibility to seek out information that can make your life better. So I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it. And if you watch this video on YouTube, please subscribe and click the bell so you can get notified the next video coming out and the next show. So, yes, see you in the next video.